Good morning, Mackie. For lunch today, we're having chicken nugget, lasagna rolls, and chicken garden salad.
Yummy! For the weather today is 78 for the high, 57 for the low, and sunny. Finally, we have good weather. And for our moon tonight, we'll be having a waxing gibbous, visible 76%, age 994 days.
Today's Tip Tuesday!
Tips on how to decorate for fall. For a fun fall decor idea, trick out a calendar with your own picks and seasonal items. Create custom candle holders to warm up your fall nights with memories. Small gold, ancient shelves give fall decorations a bright boost. Candy's fall decor ideas with a cozy throw rug and modern throw pillow.
Bye!
Bye!
Okay, chapter 6. Donkey, it's okay. When Louis and his father returned from the feed store, his mother was still cuddling the donkey, snuggling him in a blanket, stroking his head and talking to him. Donkey, it's okay. Louis set up a place for Winslow in the cellar with hay for bedding and blankets for extra warmth. Winslow was pleading pitiful. Those little please. Please. Winslow did not know what to do with the bottle of milk. He repeatedly bumped his nose against the nipple, and when it got in his mouth, he spit it out. When it finally stayed in his mouth, he didn't know how to suck on it. Louis stayed with Winslow, holding him, talking with him, petting him, coaxing him to drink. He dripped mouth onto his fingers and slipped his finger into Winslow's mouth. Winslow sucked on it eagerly. Louis repeated that until Winslow accepted the bottle. Success! But it had taken 2 hours to coax an ounce of milk into Winslow, and then Winslow fell asleep. Louis, too, fell asleep, holding the blanket, wrapped pitiful Winslow. When Louis was born, he was 2 months early and weighed only 3 pounds. He didn't like to see photos of himself from when he was such a scrawny bird-like thing. Hooked up on tubes and housed in an incubator, he looked helpless. Sometimes Louis thought that he could remember those early days. He knew that was unlikely, but often when he'd fall asleep or waking up, he felt as if he were gasping for breath, and then suddenly his mouth opened wide and a rush of cool, clean air came in, and he expanded like a balloon, and he floated up and out of an incubator and into the world. And such a world it was, full of blue sky and trees heavy with leaves, every shade of green, and birds swooping and diving and chirping and yellow tulips waving. Louis was thinking about this when he fell asleep holding the pitiful donkey. And when he awoke a few hours later, he felt that rush of cool, clean air. But something was different. He did not feel floaty. There was the donkey, limp against his chest. Louis rubbed him with the blanket, begging Winslow to stay alive. Please, please. Winslow's legs twitched. His eyes opened briefly and then closed again. Louis urged the donkey to take more milk. Please, Winslow, please. And he wondered, has his parents begged him to stay alive? Did they hover over him like he was hovering over Winslow? Did they urge him to keep breathing? Did they pat him and talk to him? And did that help? In 2 weeks, winter break would be over, and Louis would have to return to school. He hadn't thought about what he would do with Winslow when that time came. How would he get frequent feedings? His mother said, "Oh, don't worry about that. We don't even know if Winslow will be, Don't say it." Stay tuned to see if Winslow makes it.
Please stand for the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's remain standing for the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.